Hello everybody and welcome to the Hard Gaming. Let's begin the lightning only challenge run. But the only lightning spell early game is in a scarab. The problem is that I couldn't attack it. But then I had an idea. I could get the crafting book and Eltis to get the lightning pot to take out the scarab. So I got the horse and the Dectus medallions. I also got the Radagon Sourceal, which I used early game. And then I journeyed to Eltis. While I'm doing that, let me explain the rules for this challenge. Rule number 1, I can only use lightning to damage enemies. No other weapons or spells. And number 2 is that I can't summon help. When I got there, I bought the book and crafted the pots. And finally killed the scarab. But I needed more faith to use the spell, so back to the bowling ball farming spot. Then I fought Margit. This fight was very easy. All I needed to do was stay out of range and strike him. Margit down very easily. Then I called a knight in Liurnia for another book to get more spells. I also learned a unique thing. Well, maybe not unique, but it's very helpful how you can like spam cast to get more attacks off if you attack multiple times in a row. From the book, I got the lightning spear and honed bolt. I also grabbed a lightning scorpion charm for increased lightning damage and went to Stormveil. I killed the gatekeeper because he locks you in with the knight. Grabbed the rusty key. And fought Godric. I underestimated the FP needed in this fight a few times. This fight is similar to Margit, where I just kept my distance and spammed attack, but the FP was a bit of a problem. I couldn't get hit much or else I'd run out of HP flasks. This wind attack is very difficult to dodge unless you're up close. For the fire attacks, you just get up close where it can attack you. Other than that, it's pretty simple. He goes down. Then I entered the academy to fight a big bad wolf. This fight was the hardest one yet because the road wolf dodges around a lot and has quick, strong attacks. But due to its low health bar, it goes down. Then I grabbed the Radagon icon, which lowers spell casting time, which is very useful. I killed Loretta. And talked to Ronnie. Then I fought Radon. At the start of the fight, if you just run away, he will stop shooting you. In this fight, I just kept my distance too and stayed near the water for no particular reason at all. Definitely. Oh wow, he's dead. How did that happen? I don't know. Then I went to Nockeron. Fought myself. Lit some fires. Then killed a moose. The reason I did that was to get the horn, but the horn only gives FP from defeating enemies, so it wasn't that useful. Then I fought the Draconic Tree Sentinel. At first I tried horse combat, but that didn't work. So I went on foot. He has plenty of openings when you're not on a horse, but I just have always fought him on the horse, so... You can dodge the lightning strike if you dodge when he's putting down his shield. Then I used the capital skip. And killed a knight to get the gravel seal, which boosts potency of lightning incantations. Then I ran to Godfrey. You can dodge his long combos by dodging around him, staying close. In this fight, I also try to keep my distance and just kept on throwing lightning spears. Goes Godfrey down very easily. With the new talisman spot, I equipped the green turtle talisman for more stamina recovery. Then I found Morgott. Against Morgott, I also kept my distance. This also helps dodge his spinning attacks that combo you to pretty much death. Against the spear charge, you gotta dodge to the right, else he'll slash you with his sword if you dodge to the left. More got down. Then I grabbed the 2 fingers talisman to boost faith. And went to the lift of rolled. I grabbed the next bell bearing. And summoned the jellyfish so I could get the glintstone blade talisman to lower cost of spells at the cost of some of my health. I also got the lightning bubble for more lightning damage. Then I fought the fire giant. I used Dragon Bolt Blessing, which increases defense to be able to survive a hit. I try to stay close to him at all times to avoid most attacks. Second phase is split between... Wait, what? Second phase, I split between close and far, depending on the attacks. I got very close many times. But I eventually got him. Then I went to Nokron to get the Finger Slayer blade. And went to Angel River. Fought a shadow. Walked through some rot. And fought Estelle. This fight was not too difficult. There were some attacks that were hard to dodge, but they were infrequent enough for me to win. Then I continued forward to complete the Ronnie quest, but I never killed Renala. Huh. So then I killed Renala and her children. Grabbed the Dark Moon Ring. And gave the ring to Ronnie to complete her quest. Then Melina burned the Erd Tree. And then I ran through Farm Azula. Then I grabbed a prayer book. And then I started the Vari quest line to get to the Mogwin Palace where I farmed some runes. And then I bought some more lightning incantations that could be useful. Then I fought the Godskin duo. I circled around the pillars to avoid most of their attacks. On my first attempt, I just barely ran out of FP and tried to pot it, but... well, that's just perfect. But I eventually got them. Then I grabbed a plus 25 smithing stone and fought Malekith. In this fight I also used the big pillars to avoid a lot of attacks. How you dodge the spin flurries just to run under him. Overall, I kind of think Malekith was very easily, at least on this run. Then I spammed out Gideon, I stayed out of range and blasted until he died. Easy. Then I fought Horaloo. And pretty much the only reason this guy is difficult is because of his grabs. The first phase is pretty much the same as his ghost version, just without those big earthquake attacks. At the start of phase 2, I back up a bit and use my flask for extra lightning damage. This was definitely the easiest Horaloo fight in any challenge run so far. He goes down in only 4 attempts. But now we get to the worst boss in the whole run. I died a lot to him. To help me, I grabbed the Icon Shield for health regen, activated Morgoth's Great Rune, and grabbed the Erdtree's Favored +2 for extra equip load, HP, and stamina, and fought him again. and finally beat the Elden Beast after 5 hours and 51 attempts on this one boss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe.
My face comes with the channel.